Hey guys, what's up? It's Deana, or you might know me better as the Ultimate Manifester, and I am a no bullshit manifestation spiritual self-development coach here to help you realize your deepest desires. And I like to combine spiritual development with a no bullshit and also a mental health approach because I think it's really important to combine the two. And recently I've been really loving talking about like the whole specific person manifestation thing again. I really steered clear from it from quite a while because I got kind of sick of talking about it. Like it's just something that had already passed in my life, and I was just like I felt burnt out talking about the topic, and I just really wanted to talk about other things. But recently it's been feeling more fun to talk about and to teach again, so I'm just going to go with the flow of that and continue that in today's video. And today I want to talk about not putting pressure on the person that you're manifesting. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because so many times I hear in client sessions or just online that people are like pushing their SPs and constantly nagging them about commitment, or just always like being at their throats, not giving them any space for growth and for them to change their minds about what they're telling you. And I actually had a conversation with a friend who about a year ago was struggling with manifesting her specific person, and she finally just did, I think, over the last 2 weeks. And she said to me, Deana, I just kind of pulled the pressure off of him and just went with the flow and stopped pushing for the commitment, stop putting so much pressure on the person to show up a specific way, and lo and behold, here we are. And this is so important because not even nobody wants to be pressured into anything. It doesn't feel good for anybody. People want to feel comfortable in your space. They don't want to feel like every time they're around you, you are waiting on them to say something or do something in this particular situation, waiting for them to come out and commit to you, or tell you they're ready to be in a relationship. Like when you're not unconditional around the person, it's felt like when somebody wants something from you and you're in their presence and you know that they want something from you, it can be felt like, even if it's an invisible energy and they don't say it outright, that energy of pressure is felt. And it's the same thing here in your specific person dynamics. And the reason that like it can feel very urgent to want to get a direct, straightforward answer out of them, and I understand, like, you see people online talk about, well, if this person's not committing to you and they're playing games, blah, 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 then just leave their ass or whatever. And I understand where those people are coming from, but are you really going to settle for less than you want? Like, are you really going to settle? You're probably not. So why not get into a space of alignment with yourself where you can allow for that exact thing to manifest? And in doing so, you need to take the pressure off of your person and remove the urgency in your body. The reason that most people put pressure on their person to show up a specific way is because there is so much urgency in the body. There's a lack of confidence happening, just a lack of confidence of the relationship unfolding in the way that you need it to. So if you're in that place right now where you're constantly nagging your person about showing up for you in a specific way because you feel kind of unwhole within you, that's something to be looked at. That's to me a sign that you need to take a step back and take some time to yourself to rebuild your belief system, and really just go in on your inner stability so that you can feel whole with that person, and you don't need them to show up a specific way for you to feel some type of way. And if it's too triggering for you right now, if you literally cannot be around them without feeling like you need to nag them 24/7 about when the relationship is going to materialize, then take some time away. Take some time away from them. And what's going to happen when I tell you to take some time away is that you think, or your ego is going to think that if you take some time away, the person's going to forget about you, or they're going to go date other people, X, Y, and Z. And hey, that stuff absolutely could happen, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you're going to get what you want if you follow the correct steps and get your beliefs in alignment. But this is really important, and a behavior to note that you're doing, because you can say you're internally stable and your beliefs are in alignment all you want, but if this is a behavior you're participating in, then to me it's probably not true. There's probably definitely some beliefs, because if you genuinely believe that everything's going to unfold perfectly for you, if you genuinely believe that you're the best thing that's ever walked upon this earth, if you genuinely believe that anybody and anything would be stupid to lose you, then you're not going to be nagging anybody or putting any kind of pressure on them to show up any specific way. I remember one time my now boyfriend had said to me, "I just feel so comfortable around you. I love that you give me the space to be myself and to make decisions and all those things," because at that point I was so comfortable and confident within myself. Even if he was saying no to my face, it didn't matter, because I knew, I trusted so deeply, because of the beliefs I had ingrained in myself, that everything would work out. And he felt that. And I posted something similar on my Instagram page today about how as soon as the beliefs fully integrate, everything shifts. And as I was practicing this and taking the pressure off of him by changing the beliefs within myself, and of course being aware of the behaviors, also one day everything just kind of shifted. Like everything just took a 180. The way he talked to me changed, the words he used changed. He just felt more open, like a whole nother layer of wall had just torn down, and he was fully like arms open to me. And this was due to the fact that I didn't need for him to show up any particular way. I was so fully confident and trusting within myself. It didn't matter. And we could have a great time, and I could enjoy his company, he could enjoy my company without any pressure there. There was no pressure on him to commit. Now, were people in the background, like his friends and stuff, pressuring him to commit? Yeah, that was kind of my bridge. I didn't have to take action on anything other than what was going on within me. His friends and stuff that kind of were talking to him about it behind the scenes were, reflecting that work for me and doing everything that needed to happen in order for things to finally come together and be a full 100% commitment between the two of us. So yeah, just take notice of this behavior. If it's something that you find yourself getting stuck into all the time, notice when you're feeling too triggered to be around the person. Notice when it's time to really care about yourself and just take a step back for a few days, maybe a week or two. Whatever that is, be really gentle with yourself. Make sure you're feeling really good internally, because it's going to reflect in the way that you are behaving around the person, the way that you are reacting to the circumstances. And remember that the circumstances that show up, no matter how tricky they seem, no matter what you've been told about a specific circumstance, on TikTok and like all these red flags and all your friends are saying X, Y, and Z, block that shit out, because that is only going to deepen the beliefs that are not helping you. Trust me, coming from a person who, when I learned about specific person, you could manifest a specific person, my mind was literally blown, and I did not fucking believe it whatsoever. But I was willing to do whatever it took to make that happen for myself. And in that process, I found the real understanding of it all and really came back home to myself. But just be aware of the outside world, your environment, and make sure that you are keeping a clean and clear space for your new belief system to really integrate, so that this can manifest for you, and also so that you can just take care of yourself and feel so good and whole within yourself the way that God created you to be. And everything else is really just a cherry on top. Stop putting pressure on your specific person. Just, if they're around, just enjoy their company. If you're triggered, take a moment to just be with yourself and work on that. Use your affirmation tapes at night to make sure that you're shifting your beliefs, and just have yourself a good day every day. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I have a couple spots for mentorship still open. You can apply for that in the description box below if you feel that this is an area of struggle for you and you just really want to go deep and borrow the certainty that I'm able to give you, so that when you're not in mentorship anymore, you can take that certainty with you and continue the flow of manifestation in your life. Also, I have my custom affirmation tapes, which this is how to change your beliefs, is through using an affirmation tape at night. I prefer to have them customized because when somebody custom makes them for you and they know what they're doing, they're not going to miss your blind spots. They're going to be able to hit every point that is needed in order for you to make those shifts while you are asleep, so that when you can wake up in the morning and start to feel and see that difference. So if you want to order your own custom affirmation tape personally recorded by me, go ahead and click the link in the bio below to order that. And I will see you guys again this week.